Hey everybody, welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. Man, I am still on fire coming down off of the Edge last week. Now, I did the last week's Weekly Wisdom the day before the Edge and the IE party started, just in hopes it was going to be great. And I have to tell you, wow. Every year, my team and I, we get together and we say, last year was amazing, can we top it? And we did. And it was so incredible. I hope you had the time to read the comments from the Edge. It truly is life-changing. It truly changes my life. And it does a couple of things. I hope to inspire everybody that was there. And if you were there and I got to meet you, it was a pleasure. I hope I had the time to say hi. I think I shook every single person's hand. I signed books for everybody, took pictures with everybody, but I stayed in the crowd and I was hoping to meet as many of you as I can because my voice is still shot from the Edge. Because when I can live inside your world, it allows me to be a better educator. When I know what your fears are, when I know what your challenges are, when I know what stops you, and when I know what inspires you and keeps you going and gives you the tools, when I'm on the ground with 300 of my most amazing students sharing with me and everybody giving me a different technique, some on mindset, some on real estate, it gives me a year's worth of energy to go in and say, you know, here's what's really cool. I'm going to digress for a second, just like I did when I was on stage. The first year, I remember saying, who in here is doing a deal? And I have to say, maybe 10% of the people. And every year, it grew and grew and grew. And this year, gut check, I would say 70 to 80% of the room had done at least one deal. A big percentage of the room have done many, many deals. And we had a bunch of millionaires in the room. I mean, I have to tell you, I work my tail off, and I think you know that from doing these weekly wisdoms. They're nothing in comparison to all the other things, and then trying to fit in being a good dad and doing things at home and doing them right and writing new books and being an educator and doing 30 to 50 deals a month and trying to get to the gym. You know how life can get. And sometimes, no matter how much I'm inspired, sometimes like, whoa, this is a lot. And then I go to the Edge, and I meet you guys. And it all's worth it, every single bit of it. Every tired night, every late night, every thought process, everything I do to give you the tools, the capabilities, the motivation, the inspiration, and the exact strategies to take advantage of this amazing market, it's worth every single bit of it. So if I got to meet you, it was a pleasure. But for those of you I couldn't get to meet, who are watching me right now, the Edge buzz right now is insane. I don't know if you've been watching the posts, but you have no idea the emails that we've got. My team has gotten literally pounded with emails of saying, everybody said how great it was. How can I see it? How can I see it? How can I see it? Well, let me be transparent. Usually we take our time, we edit all the footage together, and in several months we make the Edge home study course. So many of you have it. We make it available to you. We give you a great payment plan, and we do it. That's usually months away. But I met with my team this morning and I said, the heck with months away, too many people are emailing that they want it. So I told my team, get your butt in gear. We need to edit that footage, get it ready, and give you the opportunity to get that incredibly valuable information in your hand. It's so good. Here's what I want to do. This is it. This is what we're doing. In the next week or two, be on the lookout for a live cast that I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take so much of the great footage from Joe Jurek and Jen Gray and Gina Heredis and Andrea Wiley and Matt Larson and myself and so many other great, Ali. Oh my God, Ali blew people away. Jen Gray made the entire audience cry and inspire them. I never saw in my entire life of doing this that when Jen got off stage, there was a hug line. Literally, people lined up, probably 100 people, to hug Jen. Jen, you're amazing, by the way. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of every single speaker. I'm so proud. I'm so excited. I'm still pumped and losing my voice over it. That here's what I'm going to do. Be on the lookout in the next week to two. And I'm going to do a live cast. I'm going to have my team get the whole two days ready to go. So you guys have the opportunity to get that in your hands. But better than that, I'm going to do a live cast where I take some of the best nuggets, take time from Jen Gray. Matt Larson shared techniques. Michael Mangham, who's on the site, said it best. He was like, where else can you get what's working right this very minute that no other guru on the planet knows? Well, you can get it from us. I'm going to take those nuggets and do a 1 or 2.5 hour live cast and show you some of those clips, show you the actual techniques that you can learn and be blown away. So those of you that couldn't make it, those of you that didn't get a chance to watch it from home, can be a part of this live cast. It is absolutely free, and every single one of you watching right now, better be on it. In fact, you know what I'll do right now? I'll have my team play just a couple tiny little clips as teasers that went on stage at the Edge, and be on the lookout for a special live cast. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.
Your new slogan should be "Feed the Need." Find out. You always want to find out what the market wants, and you got to give the market what it wants. And in 2009, when that first-time home buyer credit came out, I switched my strategy up to retail flips. Because that's what, who buys first-time home, the first-time home buyers do what? They're buying retail properties, right? So I changed my strategy. And when that ended in May of 2010, I stopped doing retail flips. This just came out in the Washington Post in the last few days. Title is, Obama wants banks to make risky home loans. The Obama administration is engaged in a broad push to make more home loans available to people with weaker credit, in an effort that officials will say will help power the economic recovery, but that skeptics say that could open the door to the risky lending that caused the housing crash in the first place. President Obama's economic advisors and outside experts say the nation's much celebrated housing rebound is leaving too many people behind, including young people looking to buy their first homes and individuals with credit records weakened by the recession. In response, administration officials say they are working to get banks to lend a wider range of borrowers by taking advantage of taxpayer-backed programs, including those offered by FHA. So it's happening. So they're making a major push right now to change the credit standards. It's going to get easier to get a home loan, like it always does. There's a pendulum that swings. In 2006, the pendulum was all the way on one side, easy credit, okay, which is the next thing that causes markets to shift.
Hey everyone, how are you guys? This is, I just kind of stepped into the realization of a dream, because it was a funny thing. Last year, when I walked out that door on Sunday night, I said, I'm going to be on that stage. I wanted to be amongst the alumni. I wanted to be, it wasn't the stage, it had nothing to do with the stage, it was what I had to become to get up here. And Dean doesn't sell these spots. They're earned, and I was willing to pay that price. Well, again, Jen Gray, I'm from Alabama. I will talk fast, so you have to listen fast. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. Where I was broken, busted. Bottom line, I was divorced. I had filed bankruptcy. Dean was a little off. I had $13.37 in my account when I closed my first transaction. I was broken, busted. I had a lot of stinking thinking, zero self-confidence at all. Self-esteem was in the tank. I did not know my worth. I was running this alone. Like I said, single mom. I did not have someone in my corner, rearing me on, Jen, you can do it, Jen, you can do it. So I had to, and still don't, I had to find ways to bring myself up, be able to increase my bounce rate, to be able to go through the junk day after day after day and be able to coach myself. I had to change, because what I did know is that I had tried, it was a key word, multiple things before. I knew what I was doing. I was never afraid of hard work. Like I said, I worked as an accountant. The nights I didn't have my son, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I bartended when I got off work from my full-time job, and then every other weekend I pulled double shifts, Saturday and Sunday, and in between that I cleaned houses. So, I was willing to work, just was in the wrong vehicle. I had to get up every single day and decide I was going to win. I had to decide I was going to be successful no matter what. I had to be deliberate and conscious of my efforts and my work, because I found myself that I would allow myself to be doing that busy stuff. Oh, well, I needed to make the call to the seller, and follow up on that, set appointment to view the property, but I gotta go get those clothes out of the dryer. You know what I mean? And I would go do that, and somehow I would freakishly psych myself out, thinking I was moving forward, doing something, when I was doing stuff that didn't matter. That's why I tell you guys just to do 3 things. Just focus on getting 3 things done every day. Deliberate, conscious efforts make and intelligently, strategically, and with discipline. You know what? Where you are right now today, in your destiny, like your dream, your goal, the gap between that is discipline. That's it. Discipline. If it's important to you, you will find a way. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. Do it. Speak it to yourself every single day that you control your future. It's up to you. It's not up to your circumstances. Where you at? What's your last name? Where you live? It's you. You're the common denominator. That's what I figured out why wasn't this all working? It was me. I had to change me. My thing, not who I was, but how I thought. Because everything I had thought up to that point got me broke and busted. Jen didn't do so good. I had to employ different attitudes, different thought processes.